My name is Michael White, and I'm with BassAware. This is my co-founder, Damien. We are a consumer audio device startup from New York City. Our first product is the BassAware holster. I've got it on now. Basically, this is something you wear along with headphones, and it's kind of like a personal subwoofer, okay? It's for listening to music, it's entertainment, and basically what it does is it makes it feel like you're in the club, okay? Like that visceral punch that you feel when you're in front of a giant stack of speakers. It's also, we set this up so that it would be very fashionable, in addition to being functional. Our vision for this is we basically want to be the Beats by Dre of the electronic dance music world. So this is something that the folks that are going to Coachella or are following Skrillex or going to the Bass Nectar shows, they're going to love this, basically. What we want to do to kind of show this thing in action is we're going to ask 3 of the judges to be volunteers to check this out. So,
okay. The Elmo's on if you want to show people the product.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
get these folks set up.
All right, so Damien's going to put this thing on him.
You don't have a lot of
and
space.
while that's going on, I'm just going to give you a couple of closer-up views, just to give you a better idea of what's going on here.
Wait. Yeah. There you go. Lovely. Here's your headphones. And then this.
And I need to zoom this out a
turns it
little
on, and is your level gain.
All right.
So.
That's one at a time.
Yeah. Well, I'll get everyone set up.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
This is the reaction.
Okay, so the way that this works is it uses vibration. This is a tactile transducer. Okay, it sits on your upper back, and it basically just creates vibration in the same range as a subwoofer speaker. Okay. This is the other side. You can see here that these are high-density silicone pads.
Oh yeah.
This here is the electronics package. I don't know if you can really see it. There we go.
Just a sec.
Basically, there's an audio input jack, and you can plug this into your iPod. You can plug it into your computer. You can plug it into a tablet. And then there's also a headphone jack here.
So this is your gain for the subwoofer right here. You can turn
Hey, Damien, we're
down.
picking you up while you're talking. And then we also have a battery here. It uses a Li-ion battery pack. It's good for about 15 to 20 hours of continuous playback. It charges in about 4 hours. The whole harness was basically, it's got a lot of elastic built into it. It has to fit really snugly on your body in order for the vibration to work correctly. But it's super adjustable. We designed it so that it can be adjusted to fit on a wide variety of body types. I can put this on a 250-pound man. I can put it on a 100-pound woman. We've got a patent in play on how the harness works. Is everybody coming along okay back here? Okay.
The dance party time?
That's okay. You guys just do your thing. I'm going to keep talking while they're doing this. Here, come over here. Right?
That's the reaction we're looking for. Exactly.
So just keep going. Vibe out on it. Yeah, rock out. So I can tell you a little more about how this is actually working. A part of it is just the visceral feeling of the vibration. You know, it's a physical punch. But there's also a little bit of bone conduction happening here. So this is where sound travels through your skeleton, and it reaches your inner ear, okay? And it actually stimulates your cochlea in the same way that your eardrum does. So your nervous system translates this into heard sound, okay? So I played for them. You can't hear any of what's going on here. This is also a really important feature of this, because it's using vibration rather than audible sound, no one else can hear it, okay? Like, I've worn this, I'm from New York, I've worn this on the subway a bazillion times, and someone standing right next to me has no idea that this is happening. So you can wear it on the subway, you could wear it in your dorm room, and you're not going to disturb all your neighbors, basically. We doing a little switcheroo here?
That's good. People want to try the product. That's a good sign.
Yeah, it is a good sign. You might need, do we still have sound playing?
Yeah, yeah, there's sound.
Okay, cool.
You got it?
Hit it, Kevin.
So all of you can have this experience. We've got a table set up outside, and you've probably seen us wearing it around the conference. Just grab one of us. We're happy to put it on you. It'll work with your phones. It'll work with your existing headphones.
Thank you.
So you can use whatever music you want.
Great. Cool. Okay, so thanks to our judges for playing along. From somebody who wore it, what did it feel like, Brian?
Yeah, so you got to make sure it's strapped on, because if it's not really strapped on, it's not really going to vibrate, right?
Uh-huh.
So just make sure it's tight. Like that's a big thing. I would wear that in bed on one of those Bed-It strips and just see what happens. You know, like, good, record this, figure me out. You know, good luck. Right? It's a little, you know, it's different. It's weird. They have those parties where you everybody's in the same room listening to stuff.
Silent disco.
Silent
Perfect.
disco, right? Perfect for that.
That's-
There's just
So that's actually
Is that
where
where
this
it comes from?
that's where this came from.
Okay.
So I throw silent disco parties in New York City.
okay.
And-
I live in
and
New York
it-
City.
Yeah, so this is exactly where it came
Can't
from.
wait.
Is
Can
I-
somebody
I-
tell the rest?
Yeah.
Somebody tell the rest of us what a silent disco party is?
Sure,
Is
so-
that code for something?
No. It's
I just learned this year. So it's basically, you should go, you're the master.
Exactly.
so basically it's a dance party where instead of there being like a big PA system with speakers, when you come in, we hand you a set of headphones, okay, and they have a little radio in them, and the DJ who's playing the dance music is playing into a little transmitter, okay? So everyone in the party is listening to the same dance music on headphones, okay? Does that
Why?
make sense?
But it's
Well-
totally quiet in the room.
Yeah.
So you
You
can
can
walk in, it's
often have a
totally quiet.
conversation with somebody and then rock back out when you want to put them back on.
And that's actually the product that we were using to deliver the music to our vest. So
Right.
those headphones that you were wearing were wireless headphones. You know, it's playing from my laptop over here.
I don't know if you know much about our firm. We're like the Burning Man firm, if you've seen our website. So the guys will get a big kick out of this.
Let me give you a card.
So how much does it cost?
So we're trying to keep this in line with premium headphones as far as the retail cost.
So what does that mean?
So $300, and we'd love to see it lower at scale.
Okay, and you charge it, or it's got batteries?
Correct. There's a lithium-ion battery pack that is good for about 15 to 20 hours of playback. It takes about 4 hours to charge it.
I'm curious. I know that I'm not a big gamer, but I do know that the gaming industry has come out with something similar. You can, sit on these seats and kind of get the effect. Do you feel like that's a market for you guys too?
I think there are a number of markets, but we really look at this as a lifestyle product. We want to build a brand. We want the cool kids wearing it in New York, LA, that kind of thing. There are medical applications. I actually I have a friend who's deaf, and when she put the product on, she cried. There's a lot of cool stuff to be done with this. No one's doing stuff in this space, but we want to launch with our early adapter strategy is get the cool kids to use it, build, again, kind of a Beats by Dre brand.
And then where does it go from the cool kids, or are there enough cool kids and it's just a big business from there?
Yeah.
Well, I think there are enough cool kids to help us launch the product and get the brand out there. I think the applications, as I said, in medical, there are applications in military, there are applications across a range of different industries. And it'll be interesting to see what direction it goes. We've got plans.
Plus one on the video game. I mean, having kids playing video games all the time. Like, think about COD or FIFA 2014, and you actually get bowled over by the player. Like that feeling,
Now,
that
emotion.
would be
Somebody
so
made a
cool.
vest at some point.
Sure.
That
Yeah.
punches you?
When was that? It
So
feels
the-
like it
so-
was 10 years ago.
Yeah, so I've done a ton of research on the prior art. I'm assuming what you're referring to is the Aura Interactor. It was mid-90s. It was a peripheral for Nintendo. And it kind of worked sort of well. It was clunky. You had to plug it into the wall. It existed for a few years. You know.
So I think that some of the differences with our product is we really designed it to be worn. So you can use this as a personal audio device. You can also use it with your game if you want to. I think that the gaming specific folks kind of, they built something for your chair, and that's cool, but I have a subwoofer that comes with my computer speakers, and it works pretty well. What we're really doing is we're filling in the sort of subwoofer for your headphones space, and I think people really haven't been after that yet.
And I get that you're going after this kind of like steampunk look with the vests, but how much smaller can you actually get the device so that people that don't want the full-on wearable vest can still...
Well, I mean, the tease is we're going to do a snowboarding jacket. We're going to do a backpack. The device will get smaller over time. As we are able to spend some money on R&D, we might even start to build some of our own parts. But I feel pretty good about how the product looks. I mean, I think Michael did an incredible job. We have a designer. He probably mentioned, we have a designer.
This is on Kickstarter, is it not, or Indiegogo?
Yeah, you can buy this for your kids, $300 on Kickstarter, and they will love you. Trust me. Everyone we put this on under 25 gets a big smile.
Fascinating. So, okay. Any other comments from our judges?
Well, actually, I would love to know how often they put it on. Is it the kind of thing like you're one and done, or like are you putting it on every Friday night?
Well, I'm product tester number one, okay? And like literally for the last year, I've been wearing these like literally all the time. And I'm really into dance music,
How big is the dance music market here in the United States now, EDM?
Well, so there's a ton of really great research on music genres that EMI has on their website. The raw data's up there.
I just heard somebody yell $1 billion. I think that was just in
Yeah.
bottle service. Yeah. Okay. How many people are into it? Out of the
According to
300
EMI
million?
data, in America, 64 million people listen to dance music. And dance music is still trailing in popularity to hip hop and rock and roll, but that is rapidly changing, rapidly changing.
And this definitely enhances the experience of listening to electronic music, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, there's this whole emerging trend that's been going on for a while now, called bass music, dubstep, where it's all about the bass. And this product caters to that perfectly.
But it's also applicable for hip hop. Pretty much anyone you see on
What
the
about
subway.
putting this into car seats?
We've got some interesting thoughts about that.
I know it sounds crazy, but people do tweak out their...
Well, there's a couple of things out there that are sort of like that. We actually think there are some other interesting applications because...
Like amusement parks, maybe, even rides or something?
Well, I mean, autos is a big thing. It doesn't help our brand as much as having the cool kids wearing our snowboard jacket,
All right,
though.
cool. All right, let's hear it for BassAware. Well done.